Hello everybody, how's everybody doing this week? Welcome back to Class A Van Life. This week we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Well, we did a whole bunch of stuff. Starting with this. Let me spin you around here. Do you see that? That is for this. That is the track for a new awning. I am so excited. I am so excited. Plus, we got don't mind us. We're in chaos and turmoil. I got all my electronics up and in. My shut-offs, all my wires run. There's my 12 volts or my 300 amp hour Dufresne battery. I got a shut-off under there. My bus bars. I got my diesel heater hooked up, although you probably can't see it underneath there with all that junk. There it is right underneath there. It's not hooked up yet. See how tall that bed is? I also got a new mattress. I am so excited to be able to sleep tonight. I am going to sleep like a little baby. That is a 4-inch foam mattress on top of my cheap little 3-inch Walmart mattress. It's I can't wait to go to bed tonight. I might even have to go to bed a little early just so I can enjoy it. Yeah, and the same guy that's building my thing, his wife gave me some turkey soup for supper tonight. I'm pretty excited for that too. I got my wipers working on my van. That's cool. We got a whole bunch of stuff happening. If we go around the back, remember my ghetto little thing there? Well, that got fixed up, so it doesn't look quite as ghetto as it did. But that's the same guy that's doing my awning. You saw that, so I'll make that a little better for you. So now the only thing that I have left is to hook up my my fridge. It's got to be wired in yet. That's fuck all. That'll take a couple hours. And I have to figure out. I haven't plumbed the fuel line for my diesel heater yet, because I'm still trying to figure out a fuel tank system. The tank that comes with the diesel heater it's a big square, like a 1.5 foot high tank, really thin and really square. That's not gonna fly for me, so I have to come up with something a little different. So here's what I'm thinking is I don't want to have to open doors, and expose my thing to diesel when I fill up that tank. Here's what I'm trying to come up with here. That is a 10-liter gas can. The tank that they give you is a 10-liter can. So right here I have a flap that went into what was once a a water thing for a water tank, right? Put your hose in there, fills up a water tank. Well, the water tank is no longer there. When I put that tank in here, there's about a 2-inch difference between this and where that tank goes. So a way to get some kind of hose that isn't gonna leak from the, hang on, let me speak. From this thing to this thing, 2 inches, right? So we have a Green Line hose manufacturing company. They do hydraulic hoses, fuel hoses, whatever, any kind of hose. So I'm gonna go see them on Monday and see if we can't come up with a way to make this possible. So then, let me spin you around. There's my main fuel tank, and right there will be my diesel fuel tank. So it's all one-stop shopping, right? There's no messing around when it comes to filling up diesel and fuel, right? I can do it both at once, both on the same side, without with as little messing around as possible. And also, when we did my electrical, my battery terminals weren't in the best shape. So we took the opportunity to order, hang on one sec here, hang on, to order, let me spin you around, sorry guys, I'm trying to do this with one hand here, a couple of these things. Now these, we got off Amazon, I believe, and that replaces my old shitty battery connectors, but it also allows me to add on to for various 12-volt devices, right? I don't know if I'll add anything else to it, but the option's there should I need to, right? And yeah, so I got my wipers running. Yeah, that turned out to be a little ground strap, and the way I figured that out was YouTube University. I was thinking it was the motor, so I got a motor and I was going to change it out, and I couldn't get it out, and I was frustrated and I was getting pissed off, so I just figured stop. Instead of breaking something, just take 5 minutes and think about it and then go back to it. While I was taking that 5-minute break, I figured, well, let's just go on YouTube and see if there's an easier way to do this that I'm missing. And then I saw this one video, I just happened to hit on it, where this guy says, if your wipers aren't working, and it was a young guy too, he says, if your wipers aren't working, here's what I did. So he takes the bolt out, and there's a ground strap connecting your wiper motor to the bolts that go up into the frame. You just take that off, he says, sand that all off, right? Put it back on, and his wipers worked. So I did the same thing, and wouldn't you know it, turned out to be a shaky ground. Yay, win! Now I have wipers. Perfect. So it's all coming together. My tires are still shitty. whatever. I gotta drive probably 50 miles to get over to where I'm going on the island. So we'll just hope they make it. And then once I get there and get some work, well, then I can afford to switch out the tires. And then, you know, depending on what happens there will dictate what else I can do given the time that I have, right? But, you know, it's slowly all coming. I'm hoping next week Chris can get the other side of these lifters done, and then get this carb tuned properly, and then this motor will be running good. And yeah, I should have a fridge and a diesel heater hooked up, and fuck, I'll have an awning. Oh my god, I'll be good to go. I will be good to go. So this week was a good week. I managed to get a lot of work done. You know, just putzing away a couple things every day, you know, and it all managed to come together. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. But yeah, there's just a quick little rundown about where I'm at. And it's, you know, it's a learning curve, but it's you know, it's all in how you take it, right? And it's I just quit fighting it, and now it seems to be rolling with me. Yeah, I'm hanging out in the back of the marina here, and the main guy that works back here loves me because I'm free security. He says, you can stay here as long as you want, buddy. He says, I like having you back here. He says, you can, yeah, don't worry about anybody back here. Cool. So I'm good to stay here till I leave at the end of the month. A couple more weeks. And yeah, it's all just coming together. Slow but sure, it's all just coming together. But so I just wanted to give you guys that little lowdown and fill you in on where I'm at, where I got to. We're getting stuff done, and we'll be heading out in a little while. Yeah, and then we'll just you know, keep living van life. And I got to get on that diesel heater though, because it's starting to get chilly at night. So next week I'm gonna be working on that fuel tank, and as soon as I get that fuel tank handled, then I can plumb in my fuel line, because I'll know what's what and where it's all going. When I do the fuel line, the fuel pickup, when they do these tanks, they want you to drill out a hole at the bottom of the tank and run this little piece down there. And I don't know if that's gonna work with a gas can, because they're not built out like those, like the cans you get with the diesel heaters are. They got a little built out piece on the bottom that's a little thicker than the rest of the can that that you're supposed to drill through, and that will seal the two pieces, right? The insert and the nut that screws onto it. I don't know that that's going to fly with a gas can, so I'm trying to think of a way to go in from the top with either, you know, a long piece of steel tied to the line, or something heavy like a stainless steel nut or something to keep the hose at the bottom, and then try and go in from the top, because then I don't have to worry about leaks and stuff like that from the bottom anyways, just from the top. But yeah, so we're just dealing with that little fire now, and you know, we'll figure it out one way or the other. I made a huge boo-boo though, because when we were doing my electrical, I figured the run was going to be a little bit longer. So John checked up the AYC electrical cords or whatever the hell that is, and they were calling for 2 gauge for the run we needed. So I went on and bought, spent like over $500 on 23 feet of 2 gauge wire, which probably wouldn't have been enough anyways. And then I switched everything around. I shortened up the run, and we didn't need it anymore. So we went down to 6 gauge wire. So I managed to score some 6 gauge wire, but now I have, you know, two runs of 2 gauge wire that I now have to find a home for. So I put it up on Facebook Marketplace. I paid over $500 for it. I put it up on Facebook Marketplace for $400. Somebody's gonna get a deal. And this is not cheap 2 gauge wire. This is all marine grade, high end stuff. So whoever gets it is getting a heck of a deal. So yeah, but you got to take the good with the bad. It is what it is. And I think I found one more little leak in the back window. I'm not sure if it's an actual leak though, or if it's just condensation. I have to figure that out. I don't know. I think it might be a little leak though, so I'll just I'll either do the Sikaflex glue on that, or not Sikaflex glue. What is it? Flex Seal glue. Just for now to keep it from, you know, and then I may have to rebed that one. And I still haven't got to that window on the door yet. You know, I got so much stuff going on, I haven't even thought about that yet, although I need to. But yeah, it's all coming together, so yeah. So I hope this finds everybody all right, and hope you all are doing good. I am doing all right. I'm learning and I'm figuring it out, and yeah, we're doing it. Van life, yay! You know, it's I don't know. It's if nothing else, it keeps me busy, right? It keeps my mind occupied. So, but on that note, I'm going to leave this one here, people. So, hope everybody has a good week, and I hope I see you next week. And have a good one, everybody. And remember, keep smiling. Makes everybody wonder what you're up to. See you, everyone.